It's just, this is what world-class singing looks like, guys. A number one.
You ready?
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Peter Barber. I'm a professional singer and music producer, and today we are back with one of my favorite artists I've heard and made videos for on this channel. This is Gigi de Lana. I also, yes, still have a major crush on this artist. And also, I love the Wish Bus because they're singing live, whether or not edited a little bit later, right? Compression, basic editing, things like that. They're singing and performing live while they're sitting down in headphones. It is not an ideal situation for a singer at all, and all the singers that come on here do a phenomenal job. I've never seen Gigi perform on the Wish Bus. Actually, I've only seen her in her studio with her band, so this is very exciting for me. This is a reaction and analysis, guys, so I'll be pausing to talk primarily, ogling over and analyzing Gigi's amazing vocal technique. That's mostly what on these Wish Bus performances I end up talking about. So that's that, guys. If you want to see this video all the way straight through, check out the original, links in the description, and come back here if you want to learn a little bit more about what Gigi's doing with that amazing voice of hers. My captions do not work, guys. I've tried. I've gone through all the settings. I cannot get YouTube to just put up English translations of any song in a foreign language. Trust me, I have gone through the whole rigmarole. I went through Google to help me. Nothing. So captions are messed up for me, but I have the lyrics and translations pulled up here on my iPad, so I will be trying to keep up in that way. Pangarap ko ang Ibigin ka. I don't know how to pronounce it. That was my attempt. This translation says, I dream of loving you. Let me know if that's right. Without further ado, Gigi de Lana, Wish Bus. Let's go. Or an F major.
Wish 1075.
Tuwing ikaw ay nariyan, sabay kong nadarama ang kapat at ligaya. Ang iyong tinig, wari ko'y di marinig, pagkat namamangha pagkausap ka.
I just love her approach to everything she does vocally, and her range as a singer is amazing, and her versatility as a singer is amazing. She can go from singing like this to singing like her super harsh vocal version of Unholy by Sam Smith. It's just amazing what she can do with her voice. I love that she allows a little bit of this nice natural vibrato to come in, which is the voice in its most healthy, natural state, truly. If you introduce straight tone into the sound, that means you're actually adding a little bit of tension to keep the voice from vibrating. It's funny because getting a really nice vibrato is notoriously the hardest thing to do as a singer, and it requires kind of the least amount of input, actually. It's almost like the harder you try, the less it's going to work. But I just love her soft, intimate approach. Over here we have these translations say, every time you are there, I feel both anxious and happy, and it seems that I can't hear your voice because I'm in awe every time I talk to you. That's what this lyrics has here. Guys, please, if you speak this language, let me know below. Actually, could one of you put up a full translation in your own words in the comment section? That would be amazing. I will pin the heck out of that comment. Anyway, let's go back and let's talk a little bit about what she's doing vocally here.
Wish 1075.
Tuwing ikaw ay nariyan, sabay kong nadarama ang kapat at ligaya.
So we get a few things. We get a few things here. One, when she wants that nice vibrato to come in, she allows it to happen. It's beautiful. She's got a very breathy approach, literally meaning she's allowing more air to come through her vocal folds while they're vibrating. And one more thing we get about her voice is that that low F is about the bottom. That's about the very bottom of her range. You can tell because of how it feels like she's pressing a little bit to get down there, and it's very breathy. Those two characteristics are a bit of a giveaway that is just about the very bottom of her natural chest range. So there's a few things.
Yan, sabay kong nadarama ang kapat at ligaya.
It's like right at the bottom there.
Ang iyong tinig, wari ko'y di marinig, pagkat namamangha pagkausap ka. Kaya nais kong malaman mo ang sinisigaw nitong aking puso. Pangarap.
So that was a little bridge section here. I think I read off too much of the text earlier, but no worries. Yeah. She's already bringing a little more weight into the sound. The first few lines were very breathy and easy, and now we're getting a little bit more of that kind of chest resonance in her sound. Before we get into what I assume is the first chorus, because we're about to get to the title text here.
Nais kong malaman mo ang sinisigaw nitong aking puso.
Here we go.
Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka, at sa habang panahon ikaw ay makasama. Ikaw na lang ang siyang kulang sa buhay kong ito. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka.
It's really interesting. You get into this chorus and you expect big singing, which maybe we'll get later, but even though she's extending way up into the upper part of her chest range, she's keeping it very light and very intimate sounding, and it's really gorgeous. You can tell when she gets up a little higher towards the very top of that chorus, it requires a little more vocal fold closure to make sure she doesn't flip into a head voice. And so you get a little bit of that belting quality, that really pure, efficient, more powerful tone. But she keeps it all very, very subdued in this first chorus and very intimate. I'm willing to bet large sums of money that by the end of the song, by the final chorus, she will absolutely be letting it rip up there in her upper chest range. But let's see.
Kasama, ikaw na lang ang siyang kulang sa buhay kong ito.
That's all the way up to tenor high C, which trained female vocalists can belt up there, but it's usually pretty loud, and she's keeping it in her chest dominant singing light somehow. That is really, really amazing. Again, this just shows the level of skill that Gigi has as a singer.
Sa buhay kong ito, pangarap ko ang ibigin ka.
And a wonderful riff.
Ikaw kaya ay nais din akong makapiling.
That was just how fast she riffed down there and so cleanly and accurately.
Akong makapiling at ibigin. O kay sarap namang isipin na tayong dalawa ay isa ang damdamin. Aking hinihiling na sabihin mo ang nilalaman ng iyong puso.
So this whole second verse, it's more so it's this basically the same notes and rhythms, but it's a much more, not a much more, but it is a slightly more revved up kind of delivery. There's more resonance in the sound. There's a few added riffs and runs in the sound compared to the first verse. She's optioning up to some higher notes in some places. And then this pre-chorus as well, you can hear her start to engaging a more powerful sound going into this second chorus here. It's really nice. And this is what you'd expect in a song that is verse, chorus, verse, chorus. You know, you want to be slowly revving up the intensity throughout the entire song to keep us engaged, to keep the song interesting. If it's at the same dynamics the whole time, almost no matter what, it's going to get stale. So this is a good performance technique. This is good songwriting. Everything we're hearing here to contribute to making this a captivating song.
Aking hinihiling na sabihin mo ang nilalaman ng iyong puso. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka.
Oh, surprising.
Sa habang panahon, ikaw ay makasama. Ikaw na lang ang siyang kulang sa buhay kong ito. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka.
Just gorgeous and such good tone and such good vocal fold closure. It's so efficient. Then she allows the vibrato to come in. She riffs around a little bit. It's just, this is what world-class singing looks like, guys. So versatile, so much range, so many colors, so much emotion, which is a big part of it as well. Actually putting feeling into what you're singing, really conveying that message. If I didn't have the translations here, I would still feel what she's putting out there. I might not know the exact words she's saying, but I would still feel it, and so would you guys, and that's what makes a world-class performer and a world-class singer. The second chorus surprised me. I thought it was going to get really big, and it actually stayed very similar to the first chorus. I'm willing to bet large sums of money that by the end of the song, by the final chorus, she will absolutely be letting it rip. She actually, going from that second pre-chorus into the chorus, revved down the intensity, which is very unusual. I still have a feeling we're going to get some big belts from Gigi, though. Oh, before we go on, I think we're about to get it, but this is already really revving towards that higher belting I was just talking about. Really stretching that voice up, stretching that chest voice up. You hear the vocal fold closure. There's such a squeal to the sound. We call it squillo when we sing opera, and that means buzz in the sound. That's the kind of sound that cuts through an orchestra, right? You need that sound if you're singing acoustically. Gigi doesn't need that sound here to be heard in this studio recorded setting, but it's a part of her voice that I absolutely love. It's a part that if she were to sing without a microphone, without amplification, of any kind, she would still make a good amount of volume in that upper part of her chest range when she's got that stretched chest voice connection with a lot of vocal fold closure. Just absolutely wonderful. And let's see what she does in this final chorus.
Okay, tagal ko nang naghihintay na sa akin ay mag-aaray na pag-ibig na tunay at di magwawakas. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka.
Yeah.
At sa habang panahon, ikaw ay makasama. Ikaw na lang ang siyang kulang sa buhay kong ito. Pangarap ko ang ibigin ka. Ikaw ay makasama. Ikaw na lang ang siyang kulang sa buhay kong ito. Pangarap ko. Pangarap ko. Pangarap ko. Ang ibigin ka.
Wish exclusive on Wish 1075.
Wonderful piano playing as well. Wonderful accompaniment from our man here. Yeah, that was absolute vocal fireworks. And what I was hoping for, and what I said at the very beginning, I said, I bet by the last chorus, she's going to take it up and give us some crazy belts. She belted all the way up to E5 above tenor high C, and a really beautiful head voice and some of that riffing all the way up to soprano high G above that. So really flexing the range, tons of high Ds, and also just I want to highlight how reliably and comfortably she sings that high. I mean, she's really stretching her voice to the top. It takes a very strong set of vocal folds and a very good singer to sound comfortable up on those D5s and E5s in pure chest voice. It's so rare. I mean, those are like the big, powerful belts in musical theater. And she's doing it here sitting down with headphones on in this weird, not organic setting, singing perfectly in tune. It's just amazing. I can't tell you how hard it is to do what she's doing and how few people can do it at the level she's doing. That's why she so quickly became one of my absolute favorite artists to listen to and analyze, because vocally she is just absolutely top of the heap. A number one. Phenomenal. I'm gonna try and get in touch with her team. I would love to chat with her for the podcast that I run on this channel. I think we'd have a really great conversation. Let's run that back. I'll flag a few things in this final chorus, then we'll wrap up. That was our first really high G there. Also, such a nice transition back into that chest voice. She does about, I think the two highest notes are in that head voice, and then she smoothly transitions back into that high belt range. And that's a very tough transition to make from that kind of mid-level, mid-range head voice to really high chest range. Very difficult. Oh, seamless. That's up to that high G right there. Just a beautiful connection, vocal fold closure. There's no grit. She's not overblowing. It is just like right there in the pocket. that she runs down and runs back up. Gorge.
Pangarap ko,
Oh.
pangarap ko. Ang ibigin ka.
Wishclusive on Wish 1075.
Wishclusive. I love you, Gigi de Lana. I love you if you're watching this. Absolutely phenomenal. Just a wonderful artist to analyze and see. Guys, anything else by Gigi you want me to check out, leave it in the comments below. Hope you learned something. If you did, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. That's the best way to support me. Or if you'd like to make a one-time donation to the channel, no commitment, you can use Buy Me a Coffee. Both of those are in the description below. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you learned something about the voice or about Gigi's singing. And I will see you in the next Gigi video. Bye-bye.